It's kind of funny when you think about it. The people who end up meaning the most to us, they almost never show up with a big, flashy entrance. There's no fanfare, no giant sign. They just kind of appear, and suddenly everything's different. So let's dig into that quiet, powerful moment of arrival. So, how does that actually happen? How do these people really enter our lives? Is it some big event, a conscious choice? Or is it something way more subtle, something that feels less like an introduction and more like a homecoming for someone you didn't even know is missing? We're going to look at a really beautiful piece of writing that has a pretty amazing take on this. Okay, so let's start with this first big idea. The author kicks things off by totally flipping our script on what it means for someone to become part of our world. It's not just about them showing up, it's way, way deeper than that. Just listen to this line. Some people don't come into your life, they just arrive at their place. Wow, just let that sit for a second. It's such a powerful way to put it, isn't it? It completely changes the whole thing from an action, like someone coming at you, to this feeling of discovery. Like a puzzle piece you didn't even know was missing, just clicks right into place. So let's really unpack that difference because it's huge. When we say someone comes into your life, it feels like, I don't know, an action, an event. It could be temporary. It could even be a little disruptive, right? But arriving is different. That feels like a destination. It's like there was a space in your life perfectly shaped for them, just waiting. And they just found it. That's why it feels so natural. It gets rid of all that awkwardness of making room for someone new, because the room was already theirs all along.
Okay, so if the arrival isn't some big dramatic event, then what is it? What's the spark? Well, it turns out it's something incredibly simple, something we all do.
And this next line just says it all. There was no promise, just a smile. And in that smile was my world. I mean, right there, that's the core of it. This whole massive connection wasn't built on some big speech or a list of promises about the future. Nope. It all happened in a single, unguarded moment.
Really think about that. How often do we look for guarantees? For someone to tell us what's going to happen, what this relationship is going to be. But here, the magic happened precisely because there were no promises. It was just pure. There were no expectations weighing it down. So, on one hand, you've got no grand promises, and on the other, you have this incredibly powerful thing, a simple smile. That's it. It costs nothing, it doesn't promise a thing. And yet, in that one moment, it held everything. An entire world of possibility, of connection, of feeling seen, all wrapped up in a split second.
Okay, but a connection can't just stay in that one moment, right? It has to grow. That smile is the spark for sure, but it's everything that comes after that that gives the relationship its real depth. And the way the author talks about this growth, it's not a straight line. It's much more, well, colorful. There's this amazing line in the text that says, with every word, the color of feelings changed. And you can really see that journey play out. You start on day one with that smile. That's the initial spark, right? Then, a few weeks in, you get shared words. The conversation starts, and you begin building the actual foundation. And from there, with time, the feelings themselves start to evolve. They deepen, they shift. They literally change color. It's like mixing paint. That first simple feeling of belonging gets all these new, complex, and beautiful shades added to it. So, after breaking all of this down, what's the big takeaway? What's the essence of this whole story? What are we supposed to learn from this quiet little journey?
Well, I think it teaches us a few really important things. First, that the most profound connections in our lives, they're usually completely unplanned. They just happen. Second, their foundations aren't built on big promises, but on these small, quiet, genuine moments, like a single smile. They also grow and evolve over time through talking, through sharing. And maybe most importantly, that feeling of belonging, of someone just arriving where they were always meant to be, that is so much more powerful than any loud, dramatic entrance. And that kind of leaves us with one final question to think about for you. What about the deepest relationships in your life? How did they start? Was it all built on promises and big plans? Or was it more like this? A quiet arrival, a simple moment, a sudden feeling that this person had just found their place. It's definitely something to think about, isn't it?